What's goody, man? Shibu Nalose back at the Forbidden Fruit, and we here with your boy.
Tombone, stay with the Migos, just finished the bottle.
What's alcoholic?
Man. But we about to be looking at the new Warzone changes, man.
I
Treyarch
hope they
just made
good,
some
man,
major
because I don't
changes
really
to
be
Call of
playing it because
Duty
I don't like it
that
that
has
much.
some players worried and are wondering if this will affect their gameplay. For example, popular YouTuber Jay Coochie said this: slight
I don't know who that
reduction to
is.
slide
Right at the
duration.
variable.
Why? It wasn't even long in the first place. Like,
For
what
real.
is the point of that? LOL. So today we're going to be going over everything and find out for ourselves. Is this as big of a deal as some players are making it out to be? Or is this just an attempt to balance all skill levels and it's part of
I
the
don't
growing
know, man. They
pains?
probably
I
just
recently
complaining just
just
to
put a video
complain.
out.
Nah, for
People love to
real.
complain.
It's a COD community. We complain, even though it's the best thing out.
Talking about the changes to Call of Duty and how every single year it's kind of like the same thing repeated over and over again. We get a good beta, we get something that we really like, the community is in
I
an
ain't played the
uproar and
beta.
they love things, and
Yo, W beta, man. I almost dropped a nuke on that joint, though, bro.
I ain't playing, man. I want to experience the full game, the full Black Ops 6 game when it dropped. I ain't
The
want to be like, oh, I already seen this map before. Oh, I already used this gun before. Nah, I ain't want that. I just wanted to experience the full thing when it dropped.
like, bro, I'm a hardcore player, but I'm ready to play core.
then game comes out and it's nothing like what we had in the beta. Now,
I would never
Treyarch
know
seems
that
to be going
because I ain't
against the
played it.
grain. Some people are going to like this
Smart nigga
and some
shit.
people are going to hate it. Treyarch just released a blog today announcing the changes that are coming to Black Ops 6 on launch on October 25th. There's a couple really important notes here, and I want to break it down and give you guys a scoop on
Break
what's
it
going on.
down.
So, first and
Break it down
foremost,
bit
let's
by
talk
bit,
about the
piece by
headshot
piece.
damage changes. Treyarch said, "We were so excited to see our new weapons in the hands of players
Damn.
throughout the beta and are grateful to
Headshot
have plenty
damage.
of data and feedback to process as we look to balance updates for launch. A common piece of feedback we saw was that low headshot damage reduced the impact of skillful play and made it difficult to challenge certain power positions. We agree with these points and are
Hmm.
working on adjustments to many weapons to reward players who land multiple headshots during an engagement. That said,
I, th-
Okay, so they
I,
pretty much buffing it.
I thought headshots only did more damage, though, right?
Hmm. Which
Damn.
makes
we do
sense.
not
It's a
want hit
headshot to the
location
brain.
multipliers to significantly affect the consistency of time to kill in Black Ops 6. So, we will continue to monitor the effectiveness of headshots during launch and beyond. Okay, so why is this a pretty big deal?
All
Call
right,
of
that's
Duty,
good, but
since the
don't
day
tweak
it
it
came
8 times in a row.
For real? For real, for
I'm
real.
saying it. Yeah,
All
facts.
you hear
Like,
is, bow! Bow, 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 bow! All headshots. Bro, to live. Hey, yo, how your switch sound, bro?
grata-ta-ta-ta,
Pow!
grata-ta-ta-ta,
Pow!
grata-ta-ta-ta.
Pow!
I got the
came out
M16.
has always had
the,
headshot multipliers.
the three
Some
round
studios
burst.
have a pretty crazy headshot multiplier, and some studios have a pretty minimal one. Treyarch has always aimed to have a minimal headshot multiplier to try to keep the time to kill relatively consistent. Now, how do you balance one, a skillful player who, let's say, is good at getting headshots and might be able to kill somebody incredibly fast, as opposed to somebody who's not as skilled who only hits body shots and then they don't die as fast? There's a constant tug of war here,
I
constantly
feel that.
happening,
I feel
and
that.
it's
No,
But then I feel like if that's the case, if you know you're not gonna be hitting headshots like that, and if that's the case, and you can be hitting more body shots, I feel as though you should just put the attachments on your gun that give you increased fire rate and more bullet penetration.
no, fast, 100%.
And that's going to counterbalance you always hitting body shots since you're shooting more bullets faster.
Cause I always aim at the head, man. Headshot demon.
trying to find the sweet spot. At one point, you want to reward the higher skill players for being able to hit the headshots, but at the same time, you don't want to cause too much inconsistencies in the time to kill. For example, when Black Ops 6 beta launched, there was a very low multiplier to headshot damage. Apparently, the feedback suggested
Or
that
hold on
this
real quick.
probably wasn't the
Or what Treyarch could do is they could have it how it is now,
Mm-hmm.
and then just make it so that headshots take one or two less bullets to kill.
That makes sense. I mean, it wasn't bad in
Like,
the game.
because then you're not really changing nothing. You're just changing one or two bullets that it take to kill somebody in the head.
No,
So it
facts,
won't really be
facts.
that much of a problem. That's not a big change. That's a small little tweak for real.
It just makes them better.
Greatest idea. For example, if somebody's sitting behind a power position or a head glitch, they are nearly impossible to kill. Normally, in other
I
Call
hate
of
head
Duty games,
glitches.
you see somebody on a head glitch, you shoot their
Always
head,
hate.
and they
man.
die in a couple bullets. Now, with
Shooting
Treyarch
trash.
implementing the system, it takes a lot longer for them to die,
Hot
which
take.
means that head
Hot
glitch is
take.
way more valuable in every single gunfight. So what they aim to do is find some type of middle ground. They want to try to make it to where, hey, you're a
Damn.
good player, you
Yo,
That's a
yo,
sniper.
find
yo,
That's a
some
sniper.
buddy
type
got
of middle
cooked.
ground. They want to try to
Hey,
make
it's a
it to
sniper.
where,
What they
hey,
expect,
if
man?
you're a good player, you will be rewarded for hitting your headshots, but at the same time,
Wait a
you won't
minute.
kill people as fast.
That's
That's
not a
how.
sniper.
Yeah, that's a AR, bro. I thought I got sniped. I thought Buddy was laying in the bushes, ghillie suit. He said,
Nah, for real. Like what?
ghillie suit on. Hell no. AR.
As let's say Modern Warfare 3 or Modern
That's
Warfare 2.
insane.
I have my opinions on this, and I think I'm
Bro, he
somewhere
got
in
sniped.
between.
His
I
body
love
flipped
the
and
idea
everything.
of a consistent time to kill because it's better for the casual community. But at the same time, for all these players like Diaz Biffle and Aiden, they want to be rewarded for the headshots
Aiden?
and their increased accuracy.
Wait, and Ross?
Nah, Aiden.
I didn't know he played COD.
Nah,
I
nah,
thought he was a
nah.
streamer.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. Shout out Aiden, man.
Now,
Used to watch
let's
him all
put
the
this
time.
into Warzone terms. The time to kill is
Hey.
significantly higher in Warzone as opposed to multiplayer. So we know that multiplayer and Warzone are 1-to-1 at the moment. Now, when this launches into Warzone, this could make for some pretty interesting scenarios. Now, imagine there's a player that's on high ground going against somebody that's on low ground. That player on high ground is on a head glitch and they look down. The likelihood of the player down low killing the player up top reduces significantly if the headshot multiplier is not as high. At that point, when the player down low is fighting the player above, the only chance you have at killing them is a headshot.
It's
Now, if the
headshots.
headshot
Yep,
multiplier is
headshots.
not as
And if you
high,
miss,
that means that
every
power
time.
position becomes significantly more important. So, will this change the game completely? I'm not too sure.
I think it
personally
will.
love a consistent time to
Yeah,
kill,
well,
but at the
most
same time,
definitely
I
will.
also want to be rewarded for hitting my headshots. I do think Infinity Ward takes this probably a little bit too far. I hope Treyarch can find a good middle ground because, again, you should be rewarded for having better skill, but at the same time, you don't want to make it like Infinity Ward where you die in one bullet to the head. I want to emphasize the
Yeah,
last
that's
sentence
OD.
of this paragraph.
That's OD.
It
You
says,
get no
we will
chance to
continue
fight
to
back.
monitor the effectiveness at headshots during launch and beyond. Now, this is a big thing that I really hope Treyarch
What he say?
the effectiveness at headshots during launch and beyond. Now, this is a big thing that I really hope Treyarch does in the long term, and that's continuing to monitor things even after launch. Moving on to the next change, one of the biggest
that's what they
complaints
said.
I've seen in the entire community is that
Hopefully
snipers
they
do
follow
not
through.
feel good. So Treyarch has made changes and has decided to implement a couple different things. Treyarch said, and of course, we continue to review data and feedback regarding general weapon feel and tuning, and we're always keeping tabs on overall weapon
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was in there trying to crit school people, bro. You know, doing 360 trick shots and shit, man. You know, just like the old days. Man, bro. That shit was horrendous. I had to pack it up, bro.
I mean, I don't know how it is, so I don't know. I
I
can't
never
comment.
packed something up so fast in my life, man. I think I tried it my first game on Master Keyboard. You know, I played the controller. I was getting cooked. I was like 1 in 50.
class balance in the
I
context
don't
of
know
our
how it
entire
is,
map
bro,
pool.
man. I don't
Some
know.
specific changes
Know what I'm
coming at
saying?
launch include improvements to fluidity of sniper
don't know.
ADS, improved fluidity when swapping weapons during sprint and tactical sprint. We're excited about this one. Reduction of weapon motion during crouch transitions, small lift to shotguns, and targeted adjustments across all weapons to keep SMGs from overperforming relative to other classes. Weapon balance is
Wait, what did he say?
to keep SMG transitions,
Listen, bro,
small
listen.
lift to shotguns, and targeted adjustments across all weapons to keep SMGs from overperforming relative to other classes. Weapon
Man, you know SMG's master race, man. Ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Treyarch be having the best SMGs ever, bro. Shit's be broken. No cap.
balance is an ongoing process and something we're working towards at every point in our live seasons. We'll be sharing specific details about balancing in our launch patch notes. So there's a couple things to break down here, not
Bring
just
back
with
UMP
snipers.
40.
Snipers are a weird thing to balance. On one hand, you want to try to make these as good and as
Damn,
snappy as
buddy,
possible.
missed
But at
that.
the same time, most of these are one-shot kills, so you want to make sure they're not crazy fast or don't have the most insane ADS, because then
Exactly,
everybody's going to be running around
exactly.
with a sniper. Now, I'm not too sure
Oh,
what they mean
God.
about improved fluidity of ADS with a sniper, but I really hope
I
that
feel
means
like
that
I
ADS
feel like
should
the only way to improve fluidity aiming down sight with the sniper is to put attachments on. Like that's the whole point of
That's
attachments.
true.
Like Like
Put that
I don't
rapid
get it.
fire, rapid.
Like that's the whole point of attachments. Like they shouldn't have to increase the buff so that you can aim down on sights faster. If you got attachments, that's gonna make you aim down sights
For real.
faster.
Touching the
Like
perks.
that's what attachments and perks do. That's the whole
transitions
point.
just feel smooth. Again, in my last video, I did talk about how Black Ops 6 did feel clunky at times and it didn't feel as snappy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That gun right there, bro. Pay to win, bro.
I don't
Everyone
know
I
what it
saw
is.
with that shit was pay to win, man. Like this
I'm
shit's
lost.
insane.
I'm lost, chat.
That's my favorite thing though, man. Do that
Stand up
gun.
in the chat if you didn't play the beta.
Damn, no one's standing except for you.
Nah,
So,
bro.
if they're making the
Somebody
changes to
standing out there,
snipers,
right?
I really do hope
Hold on, bro.
Not everybody a hype beast.
Yo, oh shit, he's staying too. Yo, what's up, bro?
this is just across the board
So on you,
fluidity in
bro.
general. Now, the importance of this next change
They're hating on me,
honestly
bro. Just
depends
somebody play the
on
beta.
how much
On my
they
dick.
tune this. It says
Word.
improve fluidity when swapping weapons during sprint and tactical sprint. Now, how much did they improve this? Back in Modern Warfare 2,
You
there
don't
was a
gotta
patch that
improve
came
that. That
out
should
that
be a
said
perk.
they were going to reduce the time after diving to when you
That's
can
a
shoot your
perk,
gun.
bro.
The community was super excited for this, and we thought it was going to be really snappy. Come to find out, they changed this by 0.001 milliseconds. So, if they're saying improve fluidity when swapping weapons, when tactical sprinting and sprinting, what exactly
Bro,
does
that should be a
mean?
perk,
How
bro.
fast
That should be
is
a
it?
perk.
I did
That
notice
should be a
when going
perk.
from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6
That
in the
should be a
beta,
perk.
whenever you're reloading your weapon and somebody pushes you and you need to YY to cancel your reload, it felt incredibly clunky in Black Ops 6. Now in Modern Warfare 3, it felt really snappy and instant. So I wonder how they're going to address this and how they're going to change this to make it more fluid. Next one is reduction of weapon motion during crouch transitions. In my opinion, sway, bobble, weapon motion during anything just doesn't feel right. I understand they're going for the realistic approach, but again, we're playing a video game. This is Treyarch, this is arcade style.
Bro, what?
So the fact that they're reducing motion and sway, I think that's a huge
Bro, you want
improvement.
everybody to have a laser aim? Like, come on now.
Oh,
Like,
son.
what kind of game do you want? You want
More
everybody to be
2K team.
lasering everybody? Like Sway just makes sense.
Nah, for real. Like,
Like
imagine
that
it
has
just be
never,
point blank. Everyone's gonna be the next pro.
like Sway has never been a problem before. Like I don't get it.
Man, my bad chat, man. My dogs, man, they wildin'. They
Unless
wildin'.
it's like way too much Sway. Like you aiming and you just with like ARs and SMGs, LMGs. If it's doing all this, then that's OD. But like Sway is normal, bro.
Nah, for
If you
real.
complain about Sway, then like, come on, bro.
You're just bored.
And lastly on this is small lifts to shotguns and targeted adjustments across all weapons to keep SMGs.
Bro, you just said this. What the fuck?
Bro, the dogs move my camera chat. My bad chat, man. Dogs playing around too much. Shit's
I'm like, is he
insane.
saying the same shit? I'm like, what's up?
Overperforming relative to other classes. One of the big feedbacks that we gave from playing the game early at Call of Duty Next and during the beta was that SMGs felt incredibly overpowered. The PDW
did,
felt
man.
like it was absolutely insane. Now don't get me wrong, the gun felt amazing, but at the
SMGs
same
stay
time,
overpowered.
it felt like you couldn't really use any other gun. If not, you were getting smoked. So I'm glad to
Like,
see that they're trying to
SMGs
rebalance
don't
this
need to
in
have
any little
long
way.
range.
In my opinion, don't slow things down. Make other guns a little bit faster. So it does seem like they're making changes to other weapon classes to kind of
That's
match
good.
the submachine gun class. Now next, let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about the most important change out
Yes,
of this
sir.
entire video. If there's anything you watch, it's this. I talked about
What's the
movement
most
updates in
important
the last
change?
video. I know they keep
Movement.
adding delays and they keep slowing things down. And I said, I'm really scared for the launch of Black Ops 6 that in the beta, we're gonna have something that feels crispy and fast, even though it wasn't as crispy and fast, but the game was gonna come out, then it was gonna be slow and clunky. Well, they addressed this as well. Let's go over.
I don't know.
Treyarch says,
I thought he was talking about Warzone, bro. He ain't talking about a single thing about Warzone yet, bro.
No, he just talking about overall changes. Like,
I know, but it's like I thought this was about Warzone, yo. My apologies, man. I know my
I'm
Warzone
saying.
tryhards, my Rebirth demons.
title say Warzone.
continued improvements to animation fluidity and fidelity throughout. We identified several areas for improvement to our third-person animation fidelity across slide, dive, jump, and supine prone. Our goal is that what
Fine,
you see
Chrome,
in
what is
first
that?
person is
don't
representative
know.
of what others see in third person in
Alright,
order
is
to
this
maintain
Chrome?
immersion and predictability. So pretty much what this means is they want to align what your character looks to
Bro, what's
opponents
on his
as
lips?
opposed
Bro, what's on his ear?
I was gonna say nothing about it, bro. I don't know what the hell is that.
to what
Dude, that
you
was not
think
their
you
last
look
clip.
like in first person. I know that sounds
The hell?
confusing,
What
Bro
you
but
said,
doing?
bro
when you're
said,
snaking
bro
and
said, give me a line.
you're able to see
Look
the
at
enemy. In the
ass.
enemy's perspective, you
Bro had a
barely see
booger
your
fall on
opponent's
his
head at all.
mustache.
That is because the perspectives of first person and third person do not align. So they're trying to address certain things to make sure with Omni movement, because we know how crazy it is, that those two can try to be as one-to-one as possible. Now, here is the big one.
As similar as
Adjustments
possible
to
in
slide
3D
for
and 1D
improved
or first
predictability
person.
and fluidity. During weekend 2 of the beta, we increased the time before you could enter supine during a slide. After further assessment based on your feedback, we reduced that time to find a nice middle ground between where we were in beta weekend 1 and weekend 2. In beta weekend 1, in typical Shotzi fashion, he found this movement exploit that lets you pretty much finesse the way your character looked and gave you this crazy movement buff. You would pretty much slide, hold your slide button, and instantly go into a prone. This made you incredibly hard to hit and on.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If someone boss me like that, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I get killed to buy some dude like that, man, PS5, I'm sorry. They're
Was
done.
that supine, bro?
They're cooked. Like, what the hell?
Honestly, was really cool in my opinion, but I understand.
But that shit look cool as shit, though, but, man, if someone do that shit to me, RKO on my PS5, man. Shit, the G Johns.
Call of Duty
Man,
is a
see,
game
I
for
mean, you
everyone,
show my
and I'm not
console,
gonna
then buy
lie,
another
this
console the
movement
next day to
in
play
the
the
right
game again.
hands could be incredibly overpowered. So beta weekend 2, they pretty much added a big delay from when you can go from sliding into a prone. This kind of messed up a couple other things because the delay was almost too much. You would go into a slide and you would try to prone, even if you're not trying to do the Shotzi movement, and it would make you feel incredibly clunky. So now what they're trying to do here is kind of minimize that delay and try to make it to where it's a nice sweet spot. Now, in the second bulletin point, they said reduce the minimum time to slide after sprinting to prevent accidentally crouching when intending to slide, also known as a dead slide. Okay, let's break this one down. T-Captain put out a
Dead
video
slide.
that said there are some changes to Black Ops 6 from Modern Warfare 3 as far as movement. We put the video and pretty much said that in Modern Warfare 3, as soon as
Yeah,
you start
dead slide?
sprinting, you can instantly slide or dive. In Black Ops 6, it's almost like you have to ramp up your momentum until you're able to slide or dive. This is probably
it
the
makes
biggest
sense.
issue with BO6
Right,
in
realistic.
making the game feel clunky. They
But how is that
added a
an
delay
issue?
That was
Bro, why is that an issue, bro? It's realistic, bro. You tell me I just stand here and just dive? I just some
Like-
movement. I'd be like this. I hit the.
I'm saying, like, you gotta build up
Oh,
momentum.
shit.
Like, how you want me to
Damn.
slide from 0 to 100?
Damn.
How you want me to die from 0 to 100? I don't even make no
You
sense.
gotta start all do that shit, man. Man, you gotta start, man.
in my opinion, unnecessary. So in this,
Bro,
they
you
said
want
reduce
an
the minimum
easier
time to
game.
slide
Like, what?
after sprinting. The key word I want you to focus on is reduced. In Modern Warfare 3, there is no delay. It's 0. Treyarch using the word reduced and not removed gives me
Yeah,
the
that's why
impression
everybody be
that
flying
they
around the
want
map.
to add a
They
don't gotta
slight
build the
delay.
momentum
Now,
up.
we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out in the game, but I'm a little bit concerned when you start adding delays, especially when Omni movement is supposed to be fluid, and this is supposed to be the biggest marketing thing for your game. Then you add delays, I get a little bit skeptical. And lastly, slight reduction to slide duration. Now, some people are not too happy about this one. YouTuber Jay Coochie said, slight reduction to slide duration. Why? It wasn't even long in the first place.
Bro, who
Like,
is
what
Jay
the
Coochie?
point
I
of
don't
it?
even know.
LOL. I understand where he's coming from. We
he
are all
complained about
traumatized
everything, but
from
who is
Modern
he?
Warfare 2 and how horrible that game was. Everything had a delay, everything was slowed down. So when we see them reducing the time for a slide, this kind of begs the question, will this be a ongoing thing? What this means is pretty much you're not able to slide as far as you used to. Now, again, they don't give
Duh,
us
so you
actual
can't
numbers,
fly around the map.
but how much
real.
is a slight reduction? Is this a notable difference to where it's not going to feel fluid, or is it as slight as they say it is? So how does this all implement into Warzone, and how does this all work? Black Ops 6 and Warzone are 1-to-1. So the movement you have in Black Ops 6 is 1-to-1 to the movement you're going to get in Warzone. So think about this. In multiplayer,
You should be able to
maps are
slide anywhere
significantly
from
smaller.
2 to 4 feet.
In Warzone, the maps are huge. Small nerfs in movement kind of feel
I ain't lie, that Warzone map ain't look that big though, bro. The one that they showed in the trailer.
That's a crazy pause.
more dramatic in Warzone as opposed to multiplayer. For example, in multiplayer, unlimited auto tag sprint, I don't think you necessarily need it in multiplayer. Why? Because the time to action is incredibly fast. You run for a little bit and you're instantly in a gunfight. Run in a little bit, you're instantly in another gunfight. As opposed to Warzone, where you get into a gun engagement, then 2 to 3 minutes later, you're in another engagement. So getting from point A to point B, unlimited tag sprint matters significantly. I'm curious to see if the slight reduction
That's broken as shit though, bro. Unlimited attachment, bro. Like, bitch, we don't need that shit.
I'm
You know,
saying,
like
bro,
that's
like
gonna make it more sweaty.
you want niggas with infinite stamina, running everywhere,
What's
sliding
next?
everywhere, diving everywhere, jumping everywhere. Like, bro, what?
Guns, no recoil, no nothing. What you want?
I'm saying guns, no
Arcading?
recoil. Man's want a superhero Call of Duty game.
For real.
the slide duration, and then the reduction, not removal, of the delay when you can slide and dive, how much that has an effect on Warzone. I really do hope that Treyarch can remove the delay
But it should take
completely
you
to
like
be able to
what,
slide after
anywhere
you
from
run
one
or
to two
dive after you
seconds of
run. Right
running
now,
for it
in
to
the
be able to
current
slide
Warzone,
or
there is
dive.
no delay, so this could really change Warzone forever. Let me know in the comments below if you think that these changes would change things or will it not matter in the grand scheme of
Man,
things.
they ain't
Now,
doing
the last
that
thing I
at
want to
all,
talk
man.
about is the camera motion. We're reducing overall camera motion on sprint, tack sprint, and slide. So what that means is whenever
That's
you're
good. That's
sprinting,
good.
tactical sprinting, and sliding,
good.
your camera will not be shaking like this, and it will try to be as smooth as possible between those different movements. With all these
Yeah, that's
changes,
good.
I really do wonder how this will affect Warzone and Call of Duty in general. Will Call of Duty continue to
I
go
don't
down
know,
this
man.
road where they add delays and they add these nerfs and not
Man.
Hey, man, you got to make some type of. That's a crazy pause,
That's why I slow
man.
down.
Like, now you can scroll back up. I don't care.
Nah, I do. I try to end the outro like that, man.
That's not all right. I feel you, I guess. But
Man, shout out for
yeah,
for the video though,
like
man.
yeah, like um, of course, things gonna be different from the beta to the full game. Like the beta whole purpose is to get data from the
Yeah.
community, things that they could change or buff or debuff, whatever the case may be. So of course, things should change from the beta to the full game. Now, when you play the beta for games and then the full game come out and there's no changes, it's like what was the beta even there for?
For real. Should have fished everything, man. Made everything sturdy. Improved everything.
Like that's the whole point of the beta. Like that's been the whole point of a beta since as long as betas started coming out. I
100%.
mean, like, what's your final thoughts?
Man, I think this game is gonna be good no matter what they do. You got your prestige. Like, feel me? Multiple grinds. Zombies may be a little cooked, but we'll find out when the game comes out. I,
Facts,
I
man.
know I'm
Y'all
hyped for
listening to the community.
multiplayer.
Y'all listening to the community. I hear.
Man. But stay dangerous, stay safety, man. This been your boy Tombone.
Yes, sir, man. Being boy Vanilla Jose at the Forbidden Fruit.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good one, man. See you next time. We back up on this thing reacting.
Safety, safety.